here, I try to control the pocket of the hips, but Ant's knee is keeping me out. We can't get by the knee. Understand, that's the problem. I can't get by the knee to get to the pocket of the hip. So because I can't get to the pocket of the hip, I'm going to control the head. Control the head here, good position. Now as I try to back step out, Ant is going to hang onto my ankle with his legs. Here. Now I could rotate. I could do the same thing I showed you earlier, where we scoot our hips up and I take my foot to the knee. Otherwise, I could scoot my hips until my knee's free, and now I could drive my knee to the pocket of the hip. My right arm would let go of the cuff of the pants, and I'd come in and I'd take an underhook. And now we're right back into a knee cut pass. There's going to be typically a fight here for the elbow position. He wants to take his elbow inside my knee. I want to keep my knee inside the elbow and control the elbow position. Now I can slide through, kick my foot free, and there's a knee cut. One more time. This way. Point the feet down and away. I can't get to the pocket of the hip because the knee's in my way, so I get around the knee using the long step. Once my knee's free, I can drive my knee back in. As soon as my knee comes out, and I'm starting to get around this knee shield, I can take my knee back inside the knee, and now I don't want him to turn up into me. He's going to look for an underhook and to come up into wrestling in single legs. Go back. I want to put this underhook in, so now when he tries to turn up into me, he can't. I come back in, control the elbow position to stop his elbow escape, and we knee cut through. Could even be a long step to an over-under or a double-under, maybe a seated butterfly guard. And I showed you guys we have this option where I go here with a scapular grip and a scoop grip. Now as I come through, maybe I hit a long step, but Ant does a really good job keeping his left knee and his left elbow together. And I can't come in here. So now I can just work my way back to the center. My hand can control the leg. I work my way back. And now we're back into our plow position or our over-under pass. So that's a good way to turn that scoop grip long step variation back into either the double under pass or the over-under. I'll do that one more time for you guys. So for instance, I'm right here. See the butterfly. Inside position, I take a scapular grip and a scoop grip. I force Ant into this position. I try to long step, and now I'm trying to get inside position, but I can't. So from here, I can start stepping back inside, and now I'm going to try to chase the far hip as I come through. Trying to line my body up with this hip. And now we're set up to try to stack into our over-under. Stack into our double-under. Stack into our double-under. Or, as we saw, Ant pummels his left foot back to an inside position. I can now turn back everything back in. And I can turn it into our over-under pass. So understanding how the long step pass fits into and with all the other passes you've been learning so far will help you find success with that pass and with the rest of your passes. So again, a real quick recap. We break connections if applicable. We saw how to do that with collar cuff bicep and daily heave up. We break connections. We point the feet away. We get to the pocket of the hip if we can, and then get to the head and shoulders. But if we break connections and point the feet away and we can't get to the pocket of the hip, then we control the head. We go to the last step. We control the head first. We free our leg, and then we come back to and control the pocket of the hips to keep those legs shut out for good. We saw methods of beating the bottom knee. Okay, on your back. Face the arm. If I long step in the bottom knee's in the way, I saw how I can grab it and move away from it. If the top knee's in the way, we saw how we can work to the other side, either going around the head or going around the legs. It's a lot of good information for you guys to sit and stew on. Break the connections, point the feet away, and then you're either looking for the hips, or if you can't get the hips, you're going to look for the head, and and then come back to the hips later. But it's break connections, point feet away, control the hips, control the head. Or break connections, point feet away, control the head, then control the hips. Pocket the hips. Alright? When you guys start to get good at that pass, you guys learn how to connect to that pass with breaking your opponent's connections, so you learn how to move from defensive cycles and transition immediately into offensive cycles with your favorite guard passes. Or when you learn how to go from one offensive attempt, the knee cut pass, and turn it into another one, the long step, or vice versa, and you learn how to mix and match all these passes together into one cohesive system, you will become one damn difficult guard passer to deal with.